Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what I made with the rest of this paper pad. This is the Magical Adventure paper pad by Echo Park. It is single-sided paper, 12 by 12. I had 20 sheets when I started it this month, but I did make other projects with it in the past. Just 20 sheets this month. And I did also pull some sheets from my stash. I think I pulled like 5 12 by 12 sheets from my stash additionally, like other Disney themed papers to kind of go with this, just because I wanted some more options on patterns and things like that. And I needed some other papers to finish my project. So I want to share with you guys what else I made with the rest of this. Here's everything I do have left, just these little scraps. And then I had the 2 by 2 cut apart sheet. So I just added that into my stash of Disney paper because that's going to come in handy some other time. But yeah, let me share with you guys what I made to smash that up. So with some of the larger papers, I made this Trifold double Waterfall Folio. I do have a tutorial on this, but it is a video class tutorial. There's like 5 parts to this video class, and I do have it available either in my coffee shop or my Digital's Etsy shop. It's a full video class tutorial. You have like everything from the very start to the end, and it's separated by parts, so it's easier to follow along. And there's also an optional add-on page as well, which looks like this, and which is all part of the video class tutorial. In the video class tutorial, you also get the cutting guide as well, plus access to all the videos. Like there's a ton of videos that go with this. So I don't have it like available elsewhere, just that. So if you guys want to know how to make it, definitely check that out. But here's what it looks like. It says magic here. I've got this little castle, some puffy stickers. I paper pieced here, made a strip kind of like on the front. I have stripes on the sides, and then here is the back. It has a ribbon tie closure that looks like this. And also these, most of these projects are available in my Etsy shop as well, at the time of you guys watching this video, or at the time of me filming this video, but it's going up the same day. So at the time of you guys watching this video as well. Then this one here, I did a 4x4, or no, this isn't a 4x4. It's like a 3 3/4 by 4 sized waterfall. In the tutorial, you get 3x4 sized waterfalls. That's what I normally do, but I just had this cut apart, so I just made it a little bit wider. The height is the same, it's just the width that changes. So you could do that with your cut aparts as well. So it says laughter, imagination, dream, and you can add your almost 4x4 photo. So you would just take a 4x4 photo and then crop it down to fit here, or crop the side at least. And yeah, this is what it looks like. So you have space for photos here. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 photos, you guys. That's a lot of photos, and that's just on one waterfall. Then you have another 12 that you could do on this side with 3x4 size photos. However, if you do a 3x4, I would still just crop it down a little bit. This is a 3x4. You could see the black outline on the sides, but I would crop it down a little bit so that you don't have the photo peeking over here, just because it looks pretty with the solid papers. Once you start adding photos, now it gets busy looking like that. So I would just crop down like 1/2 inch or so, or even, I don't know, maybe like 1/4 of an inch. Let's see. Because if this goes here, I would do 1/2 inch, crop down 1/2 inch off your 3x4 photos. But you could do another 12 photos on this waterfall as well. And then in the center here, I have another puffy sticker. It says say cheese. And then this is magnetized closed, but that opens up. And then here, these pages open. Now on these pages, you could collage photos if you want, but you could also fit 4x6 size photos if you'd like. So you could fit that here or here. And you have a little bit of the paper on the outside. If you want more of the paper showing, just crop a little bit more on the outside edges. Like I said, you could collage if you want. So you could add 3x4 photos. Here's a 2x3, then 2x2. Like you can collage if you'd like. You can have one, like one down here, and then a 2x2 up here, and even a 2x2 down there. So you have just like different options on how you want to put your photos on here. And then this flips open again, and more space for photos, more space for photos, more space for photos, photos, and photos. And then you can add like a larger photo back here if you would like as well. I think there you could fit a, let's see, we could do a 4x5. Yeah, that works great. And then you could still like have stuff tucked in here. You can tuck in 4x6 photos. If you just have some extra photos, you could tuck in 4x6 photos. And yeah, so then these are little journal cards. And I just have them opening in different directions. And actually, I just realized I forgot to share with you that pocket in the front. I don't know how I skipped over that. I guess I was just too busy talking about the waterfall. But I skipped this pocket. So there's a pocket here as well when you open up just this page like that. And I have a journal card in here, plus I have this journal card where you can add photos or journal on that as well. So yeah, that's available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested, but I was able to make that with the larger pieces that I had left. Then I had a little bit of like good size pieces still, nothing like huge, but good size pieces where I made this folio. And this is actually using a die set from Scrap Diva Designs. It is her flip-flop folio set. I do have a tutorial on my channel on how I put one of these together, so you guys could check it out. The only thing is once you put it together, originally my tutorial is like this. So once you do the black base, I just flipped it over this way because when I was putting paper on, I had this white strip, which is the branding strip, because otherwise I didn't have a long enough piece. And I felt that looks better on the left side than it does on the right side like that. So I just kind of did it like that. So now mine opens up this way as opposed to opening up this way. So here it says Smile on the front cover, and I'm going to have this die set linked down below, the flip-flop folio set, and you guys could use the code Carolina for 10% off of your order. But yeah, highly recommend. This is like my third folio I have made with that die set now, and I just love it. It is a great project to do with like smaller scraps, and it looks so cute, and you could add photos, you could add gift cards in here if you'd like, and it just looks adorable. So yes, here you could add a photo if you want. However, this is also the part that closes there. And if you don't want the photo showing, then maybe you just want to do like a little 2x2 size photo, like right there. And then that would get covered up, or just don't add anything there, but you can add a 2x2 here. Then this opens up. You can add a 2x2 on the pocket if you would like. You could add a landscape 2x3 on the pocket if you want as well. So something like this. I do have a tag in here and then a journal spot where you could add another photo or whatever. You could fit a 3x4 photo in the pocket. So if you want to do that, and again, you could fit a gift card in here as well. Okay, and then here it just says look at all of these characters, and here you can add 3x4 size photos. And then if you wanted to here, but again, here you would see that paper. So I would probably do something a little cropped here, maybe like a 3x3 size photo there instead. Let me share with you that. Hold on. I don't have like a photo printed for 3x3, but 3x3 right there. And then that would cover that up. So that would be good there. And then this opens up again. Again, you could add a 3x4 here in the middle section. And then here you have this little slit with just another journal space and a little tag that says let the fun begin. So you could either use that elsewhere or just keep it in here for some fun extra ephemera. You can, if you want, like if you have a 3x4 here, you could have this tucked in the top. You could have it tucked, well, I guess you could do a belly band out of a 3x4 also, and then have this tucked in between, or like, you know, do glue top and bottom and then have this tucked in the center if you want like additional journal space. So I do have those included there as well. but I think those are so cute. And that is this folio. Then after that, I had some smaller scraps and a couple of cut-aparts, like 3x4 cut-aparts. So I made 2 3x4 mini notebooks. This one says Adventure. And I used some of the 2x2 cut-aparts that I had, just as little places in here. There was this page that had all of the tickets, kind of like that. So I used one here, just like a cut-off. I made a little pocket with a couple of tags. You have pages in here, some other like scraps that I had. And then here you have a tag plus a 2x2 little cut apart booklet that I just turned it into that you could write on or add a 2x2 photo inside. Then here you've got this pull-out tag and it's matted white on the back. It's matted white. I mean, the paper is white on the back in general because it was single-sided paper, but I did add extra white to make it sturdy. Then another 2x2 cutoff sheet. And you have 40 pages like this, so 80 front and back that are lined on one side, not lined or just blank on the other side. So 40 lined, 40 blank sides, 80 front and back writing pages total. There's this tag here. And then here you've got a pocket. This was actually a cutoff from this right there. And I just used it here as a pocket. Instead of making it straight or anything, I thought the angle was nice. And you have a couple of tags in there. Now these are a little harder to get in because of the wire. I was originally wanting to do it on this side, but then it would have been upside down. So I just left it on this side and I made the other one to match that way because I knew it would be upside down otherwise. And I didn't want it on this side because that would have interfered with my little notch there. So, but I did want to use that cutoff. I think it's cute. And then here you have like a flip out page with this tulle paper clip that you can journal on. That's the good thing about this being white on one side because I was able to include some of those pages with the scraps. This one wasn't even part of the collection. That was like a separate sheet that I had in my stash that I grabbed. And here on the back, you've got a couple of tags plus another little 2x2. This one flips open. And those just live in this little belly band here. And then there's another little sheet here as well. All right, so that is that one. The other one is pretty much the same, just different pocket, different 2x2s. The tags are the same except for the paper pieced one, which I think I'll share with you in a second. The 2x2 cut aparts are different. So this paper is the same. This is different. This one is the same. This pocket is different. This flip out page is different. And then this tag is different. Just because I was using my scraps. And then obviously this one is different. The other one I think said believe. This one says dream. And you have that page here as well. All right, so those are that. Then I still had a little scraps left over. And so one of the things I made was this clipboard. In my paper stash smash video, I shared with you guys what bags I used for this. I mean, I could just share with you as well, but somebody was asking how I packaged these up, and I just packaged them up in the cellophane bag. Where are the bags that I used? Oh, here's the bags I used from clearbags.com, B34XL. You could just type that into their search bar and you'll get this bag pop up. But yes, I made another clipboard just because I had a little piece and then the back is paper pieced. And I used, this is the branding strip that says a magical place from a separate sheet that wasn't from the Magical Adventure paper pad. That was a separate sheet from one that I pulled because I pulled like 5 extra sheets from my stash to finish these projects. And then I added a little pen, a little bow, and there we go. So there's another little clipboard I could add to my craft fair. After my craft fair, which is the beginning of July, I may add, if they don't sell, I'm going to add them to my Etsy shop. So you guys will be able to purchase them then too if they don't sell there. I also made with some of the larger pieces some library pockets because I can use these in journals. I would like to make some Disney themed journals. So I just made a couple of pockets, or if anything, I could always make like journal kits to sell. Now these pockets are interesting because some of them I glued down on 3 sides like this, and that's great. Like I could add a photo in there if I wanted to or whatever. You don't see anything on the back. So this one you can tuck into a pocket without having to glue down. Something like this, you would need to glue down on 3 sides because this is 2 pieces just pieced together. And if you add something, that one's too big now. But if you add something in there, you'll see it hanging out here. But that's why when you glue it down on 3 sides, it stays put. So I like to do pockets like that also. Same thing with this one. It would peek out right there. So you do need to like glue it down on 3 sides. This is not something that you would tuck into an album. Same thing here. This one, you can tuck something then behind it as well. So these, if you glued these down, you can glue it down on 3 sides here and then still have something to be able to tuck in the back here, like a larger tag or something. This one actually is big enough where you can glue down on 3 sides this way and then have something tuck out this way if you want as well. But something like this, I would probably say just from the top, nothing from the side, because it's gonna possibly get hit on there. I mean, I guess it could really work either way, but yeah. Okay, anyway, so I just did some library pockets. I also made a couple of Hershey nugget packs that I'll add to my craft fair, and I used some of the ticket cutoffs to just decorate these, so I was able to get 2 of those. And then with the smaller pieces that I had left after that, I just did a couple of tabs that I can use in other mini notebooks in the future and whatnot, or just on projects or whatever. So I just made a couple of those. And that is everything I made with the rest of the Magical Adventure paper pad. And I think all the projects just turned out so cute. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed following along what I've been making with the Magical Adventure paper pad as well. And that is it. So check out the description box for all the details, the tutorial on this, the folio set for that, the tutorial for the 3x4 mini notebooks, the tutorial for the clipboard, which is a tutorial by Heather from Covered by Grace Creations. She's got a tutorial on that. I followed her tutorial on how to make that. And then I'll have my tutorial linked for the Hershey nugget packs as well. And yeah, we're all set. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.